everyone's looking for the young guy. They're looking for McVay. I think take a shot out Todd Bowles, get him a second shot at head coach, and see if he can do it.
I don't think they will. If they don't have Anthony Davis, I'm saying it right now. If Anthony Davis is out for the playoffs, they don't make it out of the first round.
It's crazy. And our kids will know how great Tom Brady is because he's going to be playing.
Yes, it is 15.0%.
That's what the Yankees brought Garrett Cole to do.
He was a 6th-round pick. This is a fairy tale story that's being written in front of our eyes.
People like to call them their JV team, and they just stole one of their better players.
They didn't struggle against the Padres. The Padres didn't really put up a fight in most of the games.
Jerry Jones, hope you're listening.
Hi, I'm Landon Bowe, and you're listening to Outsiders Opinions with Kevin and Austin.
What's up, y'all? Welcome to our NHL Opinions of the Week. You know, the man that did not step off a jet. Compared to the guy we're going to be talking about, Sean Monahan. Austin.
This is a big move. We talked about the issues with the Jets before the All-Star break, and they decided to capitalize on it by getting a good addition, a good center in Sean Monahan. They are 19th in goals for this season, first in goals against. Being below average in goals for and still being the best in their division by points percentage is remarkable. And I know that they know that if they just bolster their offense, they could be next level. And they have really tried to do that now with adding him.
Yeah, we were talking about it before. We were looking at the points. He currently has 35 points, and you mentioned that is the second highest on the Jets roster.
Yeah, that would be tied with Nikolai Ehlers. So, and a big part, their defense has been so good, Kevin, that they're at 109 goals allowed. And the next closest, which is Edmonton, who played 2 less games than them, is at 124. So they have 15 less goals against than any other team in the league, which is extremely impressive. The problem is that they have less goals scored than Minnesota, who's struggling, Calgary, who's struggling. They have less goals for than the Ottawa Senators. So they aren't really scoring all that much. A lot of their games that they win, they're winning close and low scoring. But now that they have another elite center that they'll probably put on their second line center, that's huge. Monahan has experience with Calgary in the playoffs. He was on that number 1 seed team, or I guess both of the division winners, whether it was in 21-22 when they ended up losing in the second round versus the Oilers, or in 2019 when they were the number 1 team in the NHL and ended up losing in the first round to Colorado. So he's been on a lot of playoff teams. He has playoff experience. And so while he's struggled for a little bit at the end of his Calgary tenure and at the beginning of his one in Montreal, he should be a good addition.
Yeah, and he is a pending free agent this offseason. The GM for the Jets said it was too early to talk extension. So this kind of lines up just to see, all right, does it work with us? And is it possible to extend him? Because maybe Rick Bonus probably stays. Seemed dicey at the end last season, but he probably stays for another season just with how impressive they are. And in his tenure, they've struggled with offense. So maybe this is something, if it works out, the offense gets better, then they extend Monahan.
Yeah, and this kind of points to me titling the video as it is that they're going all in. Because when you're trading for guys that are pending free agents, that's going all in. You don't make that trade without the intention of making a deep playoff run or winning a title. And them having an extremely elite defense, easily the best defense in the league at the moment, just team defense, not necessarily defensive players, even though they have some amazing defensive players. Because of Connor Hellebuck, they just don't allow goals. And something catastrophic would have to happen for Rick Bonus not to be the head coach next year. And I've been really impressed with him, and I know that Sean Monahan could be a great addition for this team.
And talking about all in for the video, they traded a first round pick in this upcoming draft and a third round pick in 2027. So yeah, they're looking to go on a run to win, because how long is Hellebuck going to be this good? Rick Bowness has seen firsthand what it is to see a great goalie and then have to switch with Anton Khudobin and his run in the Stanley Cup playoffs, and then Ben Bishop, who got injured too. So yeah, I think it is all in, and we talked about it was the offense. That was our only problem with them in our video before the All-Star break.
Yeah, and if it just becomes top 10, just above average. Right now it's 19. If they could just get it to 12, 10, they are extremely dangerous, because just scoring 3 goals, 2.5 goals a game won't be enough against a team that can score a lot of goals like Edmonton. But if they could just score just enough to beat other teams when they have a defensive lapse, because you're not going to, Hellebuck can't stand on his head every game. So I do think this trade is not only going all in, but will make this a much scarier team come playoff time. Because I was worried, you were worried that they weren't going to score enough in the playoffs for them to win games, because you can't win every game 1-0, 2-1. But now I think this definitely deepens their offensive scoring and allows them to win games in some other ways.
Yeah, I agree. It's a trade that I'm intrigued by, and I'm curious to see the offensive numbers in a few weeks. And could this be a sign of other trades that Winnipeg could do?
Yeah, definitely. I think it could. This just shows the direction of the team. We were talking about in our MLB video with Seattle not really committing. The Jets are all in. Like this, trading for a guy who will be a free agent that has no guarantee of coming back next year, and trading a first round pick for a player like that, that is extremely committal. So I don't think this is their last move. I think they'll make many more soon, and that will definitely impact our standing on the team.
Yeah, and we'll keep you updated through that. That's all I got. Do you have any final thoughts, Austin?
No.
All right, that's all we got. Let's know your thoughts in the comments. We appreciate you commenting. Also, make sure you're staying up to date on our social media for episodes dropping, other fun stuff as well. And we hope you click the bell too. That also works as notifications, and leave a review on Apple Podcasts and Spotify. It helps. Thank you for listening to Outsiders Opinions.